Imperial Majesty's loyal knight, Oslo El Gustav. You are all treacherous insects who have defiled His Majesty's sacred garden. The flames of my wrath shall now immolate you down to your very souls! Heaven's flames!
Isn't that the weapon of Duke Fastidius? Heaven's flames?
I've heard of that. It destroys everything. What are we going to do?
There's nothing we can do. The fires are spreading. We need to escape.
What about the people out there? Shouldn't we be trying to help them?
Do not panic! I am Akatsuki, god of the Seven Light Faith. Try to remain calm. Dormont has suffered a sneak attack by the Empire. They want to destroy the city and the people who lead it. They're determined to enslave the populace. But fear not! Representatives of the Seven Light Faith will help fight this vicious offensive. We're here to protect you.
Gentlemen, I invoke Section 2 of the Emergency Manual.
We've prepared for this possibility. The manual lists the steps to be taken in this situation. It's extremely detailed. The necessary manpower and supplies are in place. You just have to remain calm and carry out your tasks. People will look to you for reassurance. Don't let them down. It's your responsibility as the leaders of this city. Don't worry. I know you can handle this.
Coordinate with the trading company to distribute blankets.
Understood, sir.
And you should go secure our important documents.
Yes, sir.
I'll coordinate the evacuation. Let's go.
Sir!
Ringo?
Tsukasa, are you okay?
Yes, we weren't hit.
Ringo, I'm sorry to keep asking, but I need more help.
Sure. What can I do?
What the hell? Why is this happening? It makes no sense!
Gustav must have lost his mind! There are Imperial nobles like us still here in the city!
Wait a minute, I know you! You're Zest Bernard!
I happened to be passing. You boys okay?
Why would you rescue us after you left to join the rebel army?
I did it to advance the kind of world we're trying to establish here.
Huh?
A world where everyone is free to choose how they want to live and even how they want to die. In this new world to come, there won't be an upper class or a lower class.
That's ridiculous, you're kidding!
On the contrary, I'm quite serious. That's the world the Seven Light Faith is trying to build.
understand. You made the streets wider to prevent fire spreading from house to house.
Indeed. It's the only way to control situations like these.
Good work, Tsukasa. It's working. Looks like the fire stopped progressing for now.
A cunning trick, you insects. But it's useless against my power. You shall not so easily escape my wrath!
What are those creatures?
They combusted the guy!
Now you see the power I am prepared to unleash on this city. Each of you shall pay for the sins of defying me. I warn you now, say your prayers while you still have the chance, because you're all about to die!
This guy's not kidding around.
Gather up all the wounded and evacuate to the main park!
This isn't good.
It's not over yet. I have one more idea.
Listen, everyone! I was able to get here in time. There's a way to disable Heaven's flames. It's Gustav's lance. It binds the fire spirits. It's the key that allows the flames to spread. The power lies within that artifact. You see what I'm saying?
If we can find a way to break through to that lance and destroy it, Gustav is finished.
Yes, that's right.
Makes sense. But how did you come by this information, Lirul?
I wish I could tell you.
You don't know?
It suddenly popped into my head. It was like someone whispered it into my ear. The moment I saw those flames, and then those fire creatures, it's like I'd seen them before and knew what kind of spell it was. How can I explain it? Suddenly everything about this attack was clear in my mind. You have to trust me. Unless we're able to destroy Gustav's weapon, the flames will continue chasing us forever. And eventually they'll consume us. I'm telling the truth.
I believe you.
Thank you, Tsukasa.
Whatever happened out there got you so afraid and confused that you went into a state of shock. But somehow, in spite of that, you found the strength to come here and try to save everybody who survived the attack. How could I not believe someone so certain of the truth?
Everything is in place!
Excellent. Tell me this, are there any remaining missiles?
I'm afraid there's only one left. That's all we had time to build.
Wait a minute. Are you really serious about this? It's our one last line of defense.
We have no other choice.
We couldn't destroy that lance before. How do you expect to do it now?
The strength of a magic spell is proportional to the number of spirits it commands. For a spell of this scale, the number of spirits and the strength of their concentration was likely immeasurable. That's why we weren't able to penetrate its defenses. But
The fire spirits that were attached to Heaven's flames are now scattered throughout the city and are more vulnerable. It gives us an opening to get to the lance.
that's right. So?
I understand, but listen. With so much fire burning around it, I'm afraid the targeting system might fail. The lance is stuck in the ground, so our anti-air radar system won't be of any use.
Then why not have Bear Rabbit attach himself to the missile and guide it directly?
Warning, that's dangerous! If I get near it and I'm exposed to such high heat, my circuit boards will simply melt away. So that's out. We'll have to find some other way to guide that missile to make sure it hits home.
All right. I'll guide it in.
I hate to ask the obvious, but how exactly?
Since we're not able to use our radar system, I'll just run alongside and manually force the missile to hit its target.
What?
Even for you, that's pretty ambitious.
I'm aware. But you know me. Do you think I would take on something like this? If I didn't think I could pull it off? What other choice do we have?
All right, good point. If anyone can do it, I have to believe it's you.
Okay, Ringo. I'm all set here on my end.
One-minute warning, ready to launch!
Unbelievable. She really is keeping up with the speed of that missile.
How the hell can her legs maintain that velocity? Well, one way or another, it looks like she's gonna be able to make this work.
Hold on. She just started. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
She's incredible.
Oh no. That path is blocked.
I see that.
But she's still cut off. She has to get back on track somehow.
There! I can see the target now.
All right, a straight line to ground zero.
Not so fast. I'm on to you. This is as close as you get. You'll never penetrate my defenses. Give up now! Where are you hiding, you insignificant worm? I'll vaporize you!
I see it! Set it now, Ringo! You're locked on!
I will destroy you!
Art of Void. Do... Light Draft! Take him down!
No way! This is impossible! I cannot be defeated!
She did it! Very good! You're amazing! Honestly, that girl just never ceases to surprise me.
Finally, the flames are dying out.
My lord! What's happened to you?
Those bastards. They are poisonous bugs devouring His Imperial Majesty's sacred garden!
These are the fire spirits. They've been released from their curse.
Thank you for freeing us from our captivity. We are eternally grateful.
They're free now and they're thanking us. It's wonderful.
You can hear them? The voices of all these spirits?
Yes. They were in so much pain, it was awful. They were crying help, and we don't want to do this. But now, they've been freed. They won't try to burn the city down.
That's good news. One more thing. Thank you on behalf of all of us. The truth is, it was your personal courage and bravery that kept us from destruction. You're amazing.
But still, there were a lot of people we weren't able to save.
Believe me, none of that was your responsibility. If you have regrets about it, that it was somehow your fault, then you're wrong.
Huh?
Fact of the matter is, this war, this whole process of a people's revolution against a feudal system was always guaranteed to happen at some point in history. Even if Elm Village hadn't started this fight for freedom and equality, there's no question that someone else would have done it. It was inevitable. I know this, a nation that can slaughter its own citizens so mercilessly is doomed to destruction. What we need to do now is make sure none of these sacrifices were in vain. We have to stay the course and see this battle through to the end. It's the only way we'll be able to create a future that saves countless more lives. I hope you'll help.
I will. Tsukasa, there's something you need to know. I heard a voice in my head before all this commotion started. I was suddenly filled with all this knowledge about magic, and I could hear the spirit's voices clearly.
It must be the same entity from before.
Yes, there's a lot I don't understand, but I think my ability might be knowledge of magic and the power to hear the voices of the spirits as they call out to me. So now, I feel it's time for me to start studying magic. If I do that, I might be able to help fight alongside you. If whatever is speaking to me is somehow related to whatever it is that brought you all here to this world, then I might be able to discover a way to return you to where you came from. What do you think?
Yes, I have to agree. You could be a huge help to us.
All hail God Akatsuki! Thank you, Lord, for saving us!
Praise be to the Seven Light Faith!
I actually need that ear.
Tell me you're not serious. He already launched Heaven's Flames at you?
That's right.
And you all survived? I heard it was really dangerous, some kind of doomsday weapon.
That's an accurate description. But luckily we were able to limit the damage to 1/3 of the city. However, if he comes at us again, I'm not sure we'll be able to hold him off.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that. For him to be able to use that particular tactical spell, he has to spend a large amount of time binding the fire spirits. It's not like he can just turn around and regenerate the magic.
Lucky for us.
I'm so humiliated by all this. I'm supposed to be the great undercover operative who finds out what the enemy is up to before he launches any kind of surprise attack, and I was caught totally off guard. I can't believe he did this without coordinating the offensive with his commanders ahead of time. What kind of general operates so impulsively? I hope all his hair falls out.
That ought to scare him into submission. I expect he'll surrender now.
He'll be known as Duke Baldy.
Well, at least it's over for now. More important is this resistance you found. What was it you called them? The Azure Brigade, correct? They could be helpful. We need to exploit that contact. Continue feeding me any strategic information. But please be careful. Fact is, we don't know if they can be trusted yet.
We need more insight into their motivations and inner workings.
You're right. I'll text you whatever info I'm able to find out.
I'm counting on it.
I could hear Shinobu from across the courtyard. She sounded upset.
Yeah, she was kicking herself for being a step behind.
That's my girl. By the way, thanks to you setting up that infrastructure plan, it looks like we won't have any big delays in rebuilding the city.
That's good news. Merchant. Just as these events all started taking place, Lirul heard a voice. It directed her to guide the 7 heroes, just like before.
Oh? This is getting spooky.
Yeah, after what happened in Findolf. I've been wondering about their real agenda.
Well, from her actions, she doesn't seem to be an enemy, although there's no proof she's an ally.
Yeah, and now that we're going through with this People's Revolution, getting help on how we can return to Earth isn't as big a priority as it was before.
You're right. After this incident, the Empire is sure to make a move to take us down. Do you have a plan?
Actually, I do.
Tsukasa. First modernized weapon squad reporting for duty. We have 50 men ready for deployment.
Let's get right to it. Put them in position for a first strike.
一人の時間が経てば経つほど慣れてくるものと思っていた僕は臆病者だ平気な顔して本当はどこかで恐れていた